Hello students, welcome to another video of this channel. Today we will discuss about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Now let us think, if we hold a long rope and we jerk it continuously, then it will form some waves. For example, this is a straight rope. If we jerk it at one end, then it will form some waves in this way, and so on. Again, if we hold a rope and jerk it once, then it will move in this way, right? ৰছীডাল ধৰিছোঁ, ৰছীডাল বখাডাল বহুতবাৰ জোকাৰি লৈছোঁ, এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ এটা ৱেভ এটা বনি গ'ল। আৰু যদি এবাৰ জোকাৰোঁ তেন্তে ৱেভটো ঠিক এনেধৰণৰ হ'ব। Now in the first case, if I ask you where is the wave? ৱেভটো ক'ত আছে? ক'ব পাৰিবা জানো? এটা পজিশ্যন আছে জানো? নাই। Position নাই। But in second case, you can definitely say where is the wave, right? That means we can say about the position. Yet ক'ত আছে নাই? Yet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 পাঁচটা wave form produce আছে বুলি ধৰিছোঁ। ইয়াত এটা ইমান ডিষ্টেঞ্চত আছে, পজিশ্যনটো আমি ডিনোট কৰিব পাৰিম। But now in the second case, second question, if I ask you what is the wavelength? That wavelength কিমান? Yes, you can definitely find it. This is the distance, this is the distance, এইটো হ'ব পাৰে, এইটো হ'ব পাৰে। মানে ইয়াত wavelength আমি বিচাৰি পাম। Here, can you find out the wavelength? No, it is impossible to find out the wavelength here. So wavelength is loss. That means in these cases we cannot find these values simultaneously. একেলগতে দুইটা ভ্যালু আমি নাপাওঁ। Now we know the relation between the wavelength and the momentum. Yes, it is the de Broglie equation. De Broglie formula was what? Lambda equals to h by p, where this is the wavelength and this is the momentum. যদি আমি wavelength নাজানো, আমি momentum পাম জানো? নাপাওঁ। So in place of wavelength, we can also consider it as momentum. Position আছে, position নাই, position is not there. Wavelength জানো, সেইভাবে আমি কি জানিম? তাৰ momentum জানিম by using this formula. Wavelength position জানো, wavelength নাজানো, তো আমি কি হৈ গ'ল ইয়াৰ momentumও নাজানো। So Heisenberg uncertainty principle কয় যে deviation of the position delta x, deviation of the momentum delta p is always greater than equal to h cross by 2. Now you know the value of h cross. What is the h cross? Planck's constant. No, wrong. It's the reduced Planck's constant because there is cross. H cross. If we want to convert it into Planck's constant, then we have to multiply it by 1 by twice pi. 1 by twice pi into 2 is greater than equals to h by 2 to the 4 pi. যদি আমি h লিখিব যাওঁ, for h cross it is h cross by 2. If we are writing it for h, then it is h by 4 pi. Now the statement for Heisenberg uncertainty principle is therefore the value of the position and the value of the momentum of a microparticle cannot be determined simultaneously. দুইটাৰ ভ্যালু একেলগত ক্যালকুলেট কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. This is the simplest definition or the statement for the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Now, what is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle in equation? In simple, we can write it as deviation of x, deviation of p greater than equals to h cross by 2. See here, we know that momentum p equals to what? mv. Very good. This implies deviation of the momentum delta p equals to, we can simply write delta m v plus m delta v. Since the mass of that particle would be constant, it's a constant thing, then this term would become 0. Deviation is 0, change no whole, plus m delta v. This implies delta p equals to 0 plus m delta v, or you can say that del p equals to m del v. So if it is equation 1, when you substitute the value of del p equals to m del v in equation 1, what it becomes? যদি এই ভ্যালুটো আমি 1 ত বহাও তেন্তে কি বনি যাব? চোৱাচোন, equation 1 implies delta x would remain as delta x to delta x হিচাপে থাকিব. delta p to কি হ'ব? m delta v is greater than equals to h cross by 2. Very good. This implies delta x delta v is greater than equals to h cross by twice m. See, another interesting point is that delta x, deviation of the position, and the deviation of the velocity is greater than equals to h cross by twice m. মানে কি? Position আৰু velocity এটা particular আমি একে লগত calculate কৰিব নোৱাৰো. First to আমি পাইছিলো position আৰু momentum. এতিয়া আমি কি পাইছো? Position আৰু velocity দুইটা একে লগত calculate কৰিব নোৱাৰো. See, when I'm noting it down, so here it is, delta x delta v greater than equals to h cross by twice m, equation 2. Now again in equation 1, if we multiply and divide by delta p, so আমি প্রথম কি কৰিছো? delta t এ divide কৰিছো. আকৌ কি কৰিম? delta t লগত cancel যাবলে এফালে delta t দি multiply কৰিলো. এই equation 1 ত delta x delta p থাকিলে delta x delta p আছে, delta t এ divide কৰিছো, সাইডত delta t এ multiply কৰিলো. Greater than equals to কিমান? Very good, is crossed by 2. Now see, we know that force is the rate of change of momentum. Force equals to dp by dt. Or also we can write it as delta p by delta t. This implies from this equation what we get? Delta p equals to, we can directly substitute the value of f here. See, delta x is there, delta x, delta p by delta t, delta p by, here you can write dt because it's a exact equation, alright? dt, dp by dt জাগাত কি বহিলে? f, very good. আৰু কি থাকিলে সাইডত? delta t is greater than equals to h cross by 2. Have you understood? It's very simple. We have just substituted. It is very simple as del p by del t value to ami f matro bahalo. After that, this is force. This is displacement. Force into displacement ki hobo? Force into displacement class 10 or equation 9 or. It is work done. Work done. This work done can be stored as the energy delta E. Mane juntu del f del x or f juntu eto multiply korim titia ami ki pam energy. Energy into delta t is greater than equals to h cross by 2. So we have got another form of the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. This is the third form. So at last we can state that the canonically conjugate variables, here canonically conjugate variables means this one, delta E, delta T, ihoto koi canonically conjugate variables, delta X, delta V, ihoto koi canonically conjugate variables, delta X, delta P, ihoto koi ki canonically conjugate variables. Or we can also say it as complementary variables. Means the values of the complementary variables is undeterminable simultaneously. Ekelogot determine koribo pora najai. It is always greater than equals to h cross by 2. Thank you, students. If you understood the video, please share with your friends, brothers and sisters. Thank you.